extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really one for fumbling. Made a couple M's, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home just now. Wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather. Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Coast Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto.
Welcome back.
Double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision.
How you guys feeling?
That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking and the public opinion. Yeah, at different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, one time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else.
Squad in the
3
building.
times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough.
Zoom, you guys are frozen.
I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
You're frozen. I don't know. YouTube, you see that? 4,544 comments. We can't see. All right, what is good? Z Gamer in the building. There he is. All right, well, welcome in, everyone. Welcome. Good to see y'all. Zoomers, you guys are breaking my whole entire internet connection here. Let's go. What up, C Melly? What's good? B21 in the house. There he is. We're frozen, boys. We're 6,000 comments deep right now. We can't move. We don't have a pulse. The Big M is here. What up, Cole? You know what? I think we actually have a pulse. I think we're alive. Yeah, there it is. All right, we are alive. What up, Zach? What up, Serge? What up, Dovey? What up, Katie? What up, Ben's jamming? Look, now I can read them all. Quickly. What up, Wokey? What's goody? Danky P in the house. What's up, Marvin? Good to see y'all. Oh my God. All right, Zoom is frozen. YouTube, how you feeling today? How y'all doing? Goldie, what did I just look at? Somebody tell me what happened last night. What happened? Everyone, hey, what's up? Cheddar time, baby. Cheddar, what up, Dean? NK Capital in the house. All right, let's calm it down. It is, it's wild in here. Wow. Jay Coop in the building. There he is. All right, let me get myself just a little organized here. Hold on one sec. Boom. Okay, I think we're good. Zoom, I think you guys will be good if you just maybe just stop touching the keyboard for now and let's get into it. Man. So grateful to be here. Let's go ahead and pray real quick and then we'll begin, all right? Let's do this. Father God, we thank you for another session. Lord, we thank you for every session for that matter. I thank you for the work that's being done here. I thank you for just uplifting and ascending the minds and hearts of those in attendance. We thank you for awakening, and Lord, we just give you the glory for continuing to shine a bright light on our path as we move our feet. Lord, I just pray that more and more people would continue to move those feet one after another. Lord, we thank you for the vision. We thank you for the purpose and the calling. And we can just give you the glory and honor you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Yeah. Let's do it. All right. Today is, what is today? I thought it was Friday what is today? Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. It is the 6th day of May. Yeah, 6th day of May, and we are ready to go here. It is another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, and we're going to move. We're going to move. Let me just lower the music a little bit here, and we will get into it here. So you got ADP happening. We'll see what the numbers came out. Let me just refresh the screen real quick, see what's happening here. Let's see. Red numbers on the dollar. That's pretty interesting. So you had green numbers yesterday, red numbers today. Trumpy yo-yo. What up, Trump? Trump making the markets move like a yo-yo here. So let's go ahead and get into it. I don't see much, other than that ADP that we really got to look into. Let's follow some technicals here. Let's run through an analysis, and let's see what we can come up with here today. All right, you guys ready? Y'all ready? All right, let's do this. So let's move over to Goldie. Up and away on this 4-hour time frame here. I think the music should be good, right? Let me know if the music is good. Is it too loud? Too loud? Yeah, chat's completely frozen, actually. I need someone from YouTube. Okay, we're good. We are good. Okay, cool. Let me just fix my mic here. All right, let's talk about gold. Let's move over to the daily time frame here, and let's see what we can come up with here today. So gold, Goldie. Wow, so we did end up creating support yesterday. So let me just grab these. Where'd my tools go here? One second. There they are. All right, we got to do the little S real quick. All right, cool. So gold yesterday on the daily time frame, we ended up closing bullish, right? We ended up closing bullish back in the range here also, which we can call pretty much a fake out, right? So if you had this support level sitting right here, this is what you basically got going on here, right? Closure back above, aka a fake out. Price opened up yesterday and has not stopped this bullish run ever since. So we opened up, we got pretty much off to the races in a hurry there yesterday, but ultimately created that new support after that fake out, right? And price just continued moving up. So pretty interesting, right? We smoked this high right here, and now it looks like we're kind of retesting that previous range, right? And that's why I always try and draw your attention to it, remind you of those ranges, because price can really come back. You notice how we didn't have the best retest, right? Yeah, we tapped and all that, but we just tapped, right? I think this is like the true retest of that zone that we're looking for here. And yeah, we'll see what happens. As long as we can stay below, right? If we could stay below this range here on the day, then we are likely for tomorrow to get some type of resistance to form, right? Something like this, and then that's where the sells, right, may start moving about here again, right? We're kind of in this nice little downtrend here. You see price continuing down, maybe a little retest of the zone and a continuation. So we'll see, but that's tomorrow, right? Anyways, today we are moving bullish. Very, very big move here on the daily time frame. Let's drop down to the 4-hour and let's see what we got. I hope you guys don't hear my kids screaming right now, but let's see what happens with the 4-hour, because we kind of been pushing up since yesterday, right? So you got support sitting right here at 45.66. You have these highs right here, and we've broken through, right? So we're basically in this range now. It looks like we in a way filled the range. I think we could probably put probably a zone right here, and pretty much filled that range now. So could we get the break and retest, right? Could we get this move up, retest, kind of maybe create support or some sort of a range down here, and then all of a sudden now we're back in buys above, clean traffic, sells below, clean traffic to the left. So we'll see. I think we can get that pullback. It's been a while since we've gotten any sort of pullbacks here on the 4-hour. Let's move down to the day. The 1 hour. One hour, of course, gives you a closure here, but no bottom wick, right? And then no top wick on the current candle. So very difficult. Gold just not wanting to go down and retrace. I mean, I haven't seen a 1-hour rally like this in a bit. I mean, look at that. That's just, what is that? Is that 14 or something? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 or 14 bullish candles on the 1-hour time frame in a row. So what a rally, man. 30-minute gave an amazing run too here. We're starting to move down. So I think what we need to see is probably a support to form at some point. If price is going to continue to move down, right, we probably want to see support form, closure below that support, and then look to take the sells, right? Otherwise, the buys could you know, really start to continue playing out here today. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Let me see if we can see some opportunities for buys. Yeah, I mean, there's opportunity here, right? There's definitely opportunity. I think I want to see maybe how the 30-minute candle closes in 8 minutes. You do have support sitting right here, right? So if we can actually continue to reject, right? Again, 1 hour candle, no bottom wick, current 30-minute, or at least previous now, no top wick here. So if we can create support, right, in this area, then I think the buys are going to start looking good. You've already got a closure on the 15. I'd much rather wait for a 30, even a 1 hour closure here. They're coming up in 9 minutes. So let's see how we do. I think if we can stay above, then price looks pretty good to continue up. You know, you kind of got this little range over here to the left. I think if this candle here can remain above that zone on the closure, then we can you know, start looking for buys again. So let's just mark this little range off here as a little bit of like an observation zone, right? Something like this. If you end up closing below or in it, then we wait. If we close above, we can get aggressive on our buys. And if we can get that, ideally a 15-minute support or something right here. Let me use the candle. 15-minute support sitting right here. Then the closure back below. Then we got our eyes on this wick fill at some point for price to continue moving down, right? So a couple little options here today. We'll see where price wants to go. We've been moving bullish. Do we get our pullbacks here in the New York session, or do we remain above, right, and start to you know, stay bullish and keep moving up here for NY Open and all that? So we'll see what happens, but that is pretty much my thoughts on the day. Wow, what a move up, and interesting move back down here on the 15. So let's get some structure out of this current market, and then we'll see where we can go from there. All right, that is that. What up, Spidey? How you guys feeling? How was everyone's London session and all that? Trump's outie. He's out. The moves are being made. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. If we can get that closure above, you know, we got these like celery play looks on our side here. So yeah, 4 hour. Do we continue moving down, or do we create resistance? That's the question. We'll have an answer to that question in 1 hour. 1 hour's time. Do I prefer buys or sells? I really don't mind. I'll take either. Yep, I'll take either. I like the buys based off of what I drew up, and I like the sells based off of what I drew up. Yeah, so good, really good buys are if this candle stays, can reject out of here and close above the range, right? Make sure you get a closure above. I would like to take some buys on the break of the highs here at 46.97. If we close in the range, right, we look something like more like this, where we close in the range, then, you know, if we can get the first 15-minute candle out of this new 1 hour to maybe close bullish, and then that follows by a bearish closure, then I like the sells. Yeah, that's my game plan. Fill the wick during the volume, and keep coming down here. That's pretty much my game plan on the day. And then again, if this candle wants to remain above the range, then we have all candles rejecting, faking out. Buy stops look good on the break of the high. If you know, the next 1 hour candle can wick down, break the highs, then I would like that. That's it. Philippe's on what? Philippe's on YouTube? Is he? How do you get there? How do you get there? Yeah, we froze the Zoom chat. You called it on the daily yesterday. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the price action's been interesting here. Pretty interesting. So we'll see what happens. You know, 4 hour tap and target. Daily just smoked everything here. So 4 hour moved up. 1 hour came down. My only issue is obvious. You guys know my issue here on the 1 hour is right here. You know, no wicks. No wicks. So this is why I'm still open to taking the buys here, because I know that if this candle doesn't have a bottom wick and this one doesn't have a top wick, the next candle is likely to pop, right, and kind of start pushing up there. So still open to taking those buys as well. What up, Ayush? Good to see you, man. I think we got to update the record, but no one told me yet. That's messed up, guys. That's messed up. That's messed up. Let me see something. I think we need one more winning day. One more winning day. Update the record. I remember there was a time where I had a hot losing streak and multiple consecutive losses. I'm currently facing the same issue. I'm trying not to lose it mentally. How? Yeah, so basically I switched up my whole perspective on it. You know, I hadn't really taken a big losing streak like that. I had read about traders who I had read about amazing traders that had taken losing streaks. I had listened to podcasts on some amazing traders, multi-millionaire traders that have taken these big losing streaks. So I switched my perspective right away and I said, man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You know, that was my first big losing streak as a profitable trader. Like, did I lose? Like, obviously when I wasn't profitable, I had major losing streaks, right? But that was my first real losing streak after establishing myself a little bit, right, in my trading business. So I looked at it like, hey, you know, all the greats have gone through this. I'm working myself to be great, and this is just a part of that journey. So for me, it was an honor to, you know, take a little bit of a losing streak and start to put myself in the same class as some of these 8-figure traders that I looked up to. And then from there, I just made my tweaks and adjustments. You know, I mentally, I sized down on my trades. I became a little bit more picky for about 2 or 3 weeks for that month to just kind of end. You know what I mean? Just kind of get that month behind me and keep moving forward. So all I wanted to do was size down, get some green on the board, right? Kind of take the low-hanging fruit trades and, yeah, just get green. And ultimately, from that point, it was like a 6 or 7 day losing streak in a row. And then I went on a run. I think we went on like a 12-day win streak right after that. So it was just, again, perceived reality. It was switching up my thought process on it, putting myself in the class of the best traders and not, you know, putting myself down for having a losing streak. And then, you know, just making the tweaks and adjustments that I needed. I hired a mentor for a quick, like 2-hour, it was 2-hour sessions. And he reviewed everything, learned all about me, learned all about my system. And he gave me some great pointers and great tips that ultimately helped me, you know, get out on the other side and, you know, continue playing well pretty much. Am I live now? I'm live, baby. I'm live. We live. And here we go. 35 seconds. Candle closing back above the range. All right. All right. Johnny Gems is in the house too. Okay. Let's go.
Yo, my man. What's poppin', brother? Good to see you.
How are you?
Amazing, brother. How are you?
Great. Looking to maybe execute here on these buys.
Yeah, I like this too. Looking good. 30-minute inverted celery.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see if we can get a new lower wick here on this candle, and yeah, look for some potential buys. We want to see the candle wick up first, and then you know, start coming down and making that lower wick. And yeah, I think that's probably good for me. So I'm gonna have a buy stop here on the break of the highs, right around 46.97. And if we can pop up and break that high, I think this is looking pretty good. Little 30-minute inverted celery too here.
I love it. Previous candle stops look pretty good too.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you're using? Previous candle stops?
So what'd you guys do for my birthday yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah, word. Yo, grabbing the pack would be great too.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, my stops are going to go somewhere below, let me see here, somewhere below the support. Yeah, like right around here. TPs are going to be probably around 47.09. And then obviously full TP up here at like 47.26. So let's see. Yeah, let's see if we can get a move out of this. All right, I am involved here in the trade, and we'll see if we can move up. I'm going to take partials somewhere along this line up here. It's about 100 and 120 pips. And then the rest can move itself all the way up to the highs if possible.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
What are you looking at? For partials, I was looking at 04.
I'm looking at 47.08.
Okay.
Close at least half.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, 04 is not bad either. 06, 04, somewhere in that area. Not too bad.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I like that.
Thoughts on NQ? NQ, wait for support and take buy. No, actually, I didn't look at the NASDAQ at all yet here today. Yeah, wait for a breakout and then buy. Bam. I don't even need to see. I don't even need to know what's going on other time frames. Just buy above there. Yeah. No sells. All right, let's see if price can continue moving. We want to see at least 06 out of this. Yeah, maybe 06 for break even, and then, you know, the partials and all that right above there.
Yeah, I like this. We got volume. Let it chill. Let it rock.
Yeah.
Seen 4 hours bullish too.
Yes.
Let it do its thing. We got clean range to the left. We like it. Nice lower wick too, tapping into that support.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good to me.
We got the signs from the previous candle itself with the rejection wick, so probabilities are high here.
Let's see. Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, that's how you got to handle it. You know, you got two ways to look at it. You can, you know, look at in terms of that losing streak. You can look at it like, oh man, I thought I had it, or man, I guess I was just lucky, or, you know, I knew this would happen, or blah, 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 all that crying, right? Or you can look at it and say, damn, you know, this is tough, but I'm tougher, right? And this is lining up with a lot of the heroes, my trading heroes that I look at, and the guys that I respect the most. They all talked about these losing streaks or these adversities, and I'm happy to be a part of it, right? So how could I get better from this? You know, they all said, oh, they got better from it. How did they get better, and how can I get better? So that's the way I looked at it, and ultimately that way really pushed me in the right direction to come out on the other side and, you know, just continue winning. Golf event. Oh, golf event. Okay, nice. Golf event for my birthday. I like it.
That sounds good.
Two-minute rule? What is that? I don't think I had that. Let me check my rule book. Missed the entry, was letting the dog. Oh, yeah, that's all right. Trades come and go. After this one, there'll be another one. After that one, there'll be another one.
Literally, bro.
There'll be another one after that
never
one.
get upset about that. There's always more moves to come. Trades are just like buses. There's another one coming. Just gotta wait for it. You missed your bus? Okay, you gotta wait now for the next bus.
Yep. What was my entry? My entry is the break of the highs here. Yeah, the break of the highs at 67. My stops are below the lows here. Yeah, down here. 10 second. Oh, for top one. Yeah, 10 seconds not that bad though. Usually most trades were in for longer than 5-10 seconds. I think the 5-minute rule, that's a little pushing it, right? 5 minute, so, but 10 seconds is fine. What a volume push.
Yeah,
Yeet. We're getting volatile here, baby.
Some volume here.
We're getting some volatility.
Yes, we are.
What was my entry? My entry's right on the screen. Yeah, it's that red line right there. You guys trade, right? You guys, those that are asking like where my entry is, like, you guys have taken a trade before, right? Is this your first time ever? with that drop, yeah, man. Trades fluctuate. What up, Magnus? Clinky in the building.
Magnus.
Oh, what up, man?
Clinky.
Sir, good to see
Oh,
you all
my
here.
bad.
What's
YouTube.
up?
You guys ain't even on YouTube yet. Hold on.
Uh,
How we feeling?
Feeling great. What about you?
Excellent, brother. Excellent.
Let's get it. Good day yesterday?
Yeah, great day, man. Had a wonderful day.
Nice, good to hear.
How was your day?
It was phenomenal, man. Yes, sir, always.
He's back. He's back. Johnny Jams, we playing around today?
Let's do it, brother. I'm
Bro,
down
what
for
a
the
trade
range at
here.
least.
Sheesh.
Beautiful move.
Right,
Yeah,
trades
beautiful idea
fluctuate.
here. I think
Yes,
I think we
beautiful
should be
move.
able to, you know, if we don't obviously break through the lows, we should be able to get 06 and, you know, continue pumping here. At least get into the chop at 06.
Right.
Yeah, man, yeah, sure. What's up, Olaf? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm happy to lose this if that's what's up.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to take trades according to the playbook.
Yes, sir.
What up, Q? What's good? What's good? Oh, my screen is blurry. Okay, so basically what you can do is go to the settings on YouTube, and then I think you could switch it to yeah, like a better quality. Yeah, maybe try that.
Yeah, I'm out.
Same
That was a
here.
great move.
I got my stops
Damn.
below the low here, below that other wick.
Bro,
What
I think it was
the
like, I think that was
5
like
minute
a
lows.
couple pips away from taking me out of profit.
Same here, bro. I was like 5-10 pips from TP there.
Yes.
Yeah, same. Yeah, just a
Wow.
couple more pips. We had a nice push on the open. Really nice push.
Damn, that looked lovely. Like that was really good looking.
Oh yeah.
You really did.
Hold the line, Goldie. Hold the line. Yeah, 30 looked beautiful too. Rejected a big rejection here. Nice rejection here, right? Kind of came down, made bottom wick, broke the highs. New 1 hour candle. Maybe the new 1 hour candle just has to make a little bit of a move down first and then come back up. 15 looked money too. Closure back above. Followed our plan here today. So win, lose, or draw, I'm Gucci. All right, followed the plan, drew it up, knew what to look for. Got to take it. Got to take it.
Exactly. Had to take that.
Yes,
1 hour never broke the high, which is pretty interesting. I would have expected that high to break there.
Same. It would have been disrespectful not taking that one.
Yeah. Stops below this low. Nah, I think I'm good. I don't want to risk all that. Yeah, that's a little too much for me. I think below that little 5 minute low there on the left is probably the best I want to do. Reason for the push you can see on Financial Jukes. Oh yeah, could be some new stuff. Yeah, maybe a little push out of there.
Yeah, something brought us down here because we were pushing up. Like, good. We were
There
cruising.
could be all
That's something.
sorts of reasons all the time.
That's why
That's
we
the news.
that's why we keep a stop loss. That's why we risk only what we want to lose and understand that, you know, you're not going to win every trade. Probabilities, simple. It's a simple game when you understand it. What is the setup called? This one was a 15-minute celery play. Yeah, 15 celery play with a 92% win rate on that sucker. So you got to be involved here. Got to.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll take this all
Every
day.
time.
All day, every day.
Same here.
Move to break even on the following. Okay, cool. No worries, no worries. Break even's fine here too. I didn't see any reason to go break even until we get up to about 06. Yeah, 06 is probably the best place for break even. If not, you know, I guess, you know what, maybe a little shy of the 1 hour high isn't a bad idea too, right? Just in case that 1 hour candle doesn't want to break the previous candle high. right, then that's not a bad idea either. But again, as bullish as gold is and all the clean range to the left, I mean, you know, you got to take your trade.
Yeah, man.
You got to take your trade. The Prather trader in the building. There he is. What's up, big dog? You text me? Oh, you probably text my other phone too. All right, I gotta look. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Hey, by the way, thank you guys for all the messages. I mean, I've gotten hundreds of messages, all the B-Day wishes. I really do appreciate it. You guys really made me feel special yesterday. You know, it's nothing like having a community that just, you know, is all in. So more and more lives being changed here in the new year, and I'm excited for it. Who's next is the question. Who's next? 15-minute sells, weekly open, 9:15 switch. Yeah. I guess so.
Damn, bro, you're still in?
Yep.
Wow.
What up, Profits Pilot? How you feeling, man? Took a W in London. Let's go. Nice. W. The Riz is here. He's putting in the work. All right, let's see what it was. What was it here? Iran has rejected such proposal in recent days. U.S. contains it. All right, maybe that was the crazy volatility there real quick. Basically what I'm looking at here is 63. You know, anything that could either close above 63 or 88, then I'm still bullish here. You know, I'm still going to hold my buys and all that. But if we start closing below support, that's when I'll start to, you know, manage this trade. But man, if we can re-break this high here, if we can break that 1 hour high, oh man, that previous 1 hour, we should really get going again. London, I didn't take a trade in London. Yeah, I didn't take any trades in London.
Nah, me neither. Nothing.
Bro, gold is just going
at
up.
one point. Bro. For real. That range in London right there. If we got like range 2, we were looking at those sells, but we never got anything.
4 hour I was waiting for rejection.
Bro,
like
on a run.
Almost all Asian last night.
Nothing.
It was really on a run.
No rejection.
Nothing. Let's see. You guys in the chat are hilarious. Oh man, you guys are so funny. So funny. The buffer, which buffer? Buffer is only during same day. Buffer, like, you mean like profits on your account? Yeah, like if you got profits on your account, you got profits, you know? So it doesn't just work for one day. All right, we closed above, so there's nothing I can do here, right? You guys see how there's zero emotions. Zero, right? You guys got to calm down. Calm down, right? Zero emotions. If price would have closed below, I would have had some management up my sleeve, right? But price did not close below, so I am simply just chilling. Like, just chill. It's a great morning here, right? Everything's kosher. So just hang tight, relax. If it's a loser, it's a loser. If it's a winner, it's a winner. Who cares? It's a one trade. One trade. But can we break the 1 hour highs would be nice. Would be nice, but we'll see. Most likely going to need a lower wick on this new 15-minute candle here.
Yeah, man. What's that stop based off right there? Is it like on something on like 5?
There's a little 5-minute low there. Yeah, right there. Just decided to use that. There's really the only there's really nothing else logical down there, you know.
No, not really.
So we might be in this trade for a little bit. We might be in this trade. We might come back down here for a lower wick. Might wait for 9:30, right? We might get some sort of 30-minute support form. Like we might be in this trade for a little bit. $30 looks great though to come back up now, you know, and start retesting those highs. Oh, John, my bad. I'm sorry, bro. All these long trades, J. Coop. What's going on here, man? What's going on? Gave you a little scare. I mean, the way I see it is we already threw the risk out there. You know, I already threw the money away, right? If I put a lot size on, if I put a stop loss, that means I already let go of the money. All right, so the money's already gone. The best thing that can happen now is it comes back and it brings money, right? And it brings some with it. Can you re-enter? I wouldn't re-enter yet. I mean, you probably need a lower wick, right, for that candle. I would wait for the 30 closure. You know, as long as you get a nice, if you get a bullish 30-minute closure, that's the next entry. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The next best opportunity. Yeah, after that 30-minute closure, you're gonna need a strong bullish closure, right, to take another buy here. So get your hand off the button. Delete it. Just delete it, bro. Just delete it. Just wait for this 30 to close. Don't try and take some random entry. Some of you guys are like, what the heck? Yeah, some wild news dropping. So price can go either way here. Either way. But again, all closure is still above like 94, so I'm pretty much chilling. John, you get my text earlier? Hit me back on that when you can.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know.
Just text me and let me know.
Alright.
Is there any discount codes with Top One? Yeah, just put TTE on the checkout. Yeah, Top One's bringing a whole bunch of accounts back. So yeah, it should get interesting. I think next week. What was the text? I wanted to see if they could play a round of golf a little earlier today. Can you maybe make it an hour earlier? Let's see if we can do it. Basically, everything's either golf or trading around us these days. I don't even drive my Porsche anymore. I'm like, that car sucks. It doesn't even hold all my golf stuff. Yo, what up, Simzy? How are you, bro? All right, let's see if we can get a 15-minute lower wick here. Man, I would love to see this 30-minute close bullish. If we can get a 30 bullish closure, that'd be great. What time do I usually focus on Asian? 8 p.m. Eastern to about 10 p.m. Yeah, sometimes a little later too. You'll get some moves like 10, 11. Oh snap! What happened here? What? What happened? Oh, there we go. Do I work out still? Yes, of course. Of course I work out. Play a lot of golf though. Play a lot of golf too now.
A lot of walking.
Do I need a G-Wagon? Yeah, I gotta get a G-Wagon soon. That'll fit my golf clubs. Sell or buy, I wouldn't do either right now. Wait for a 30 closure, see how that 30-minute candle closes, and then probably go from there. We're in the risky jungle right now. All right, there's our 15 lower wick, baby. Can we move up? Is it harder to go from starting to your first payout or from your first payout to your first 10K? I'd say from starting to your first payout. Definitely was way harder for me. Yeah, because you're new to everything now. You're new to everything. So when you first start in the beginning, no matter what you do, you're likely to not be that good at it. You know, not just trading, but anything, right? So you got to get good. That's going to take some time. That's going to take process. That's going to take repetition, right? So once that happens, you now begin to build a foundation, right, of that, and then the operating off that foundation gets a little easier. What lot size am I using? I'm using 10 MGC, so basically 1 GC contract. You get it. Doji after doji. After doji. Gotta love the game. All probabilities. You gotta love it, man. Just like Mitch. Just like Money Mitch. You just gotta love the game. I don't know about y'all, but I love taking wins. I love taking my losses. I love just being patient and disciplined and knowing a skill set that most people can't even wrap their head around, right? That pays incredibly well. Also, it's a great game. It's a great game.
Yeah, that thing looked perfect there. So you can do everything right and still lose. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Exactly, bro.
Damn, that looked good. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's a cool game. It's a cool game. It's not for the weak, because you can do, like Magda said, you can do everything right and still lose. So it ain't for the weak, right? It ain't for the guys who be like, oh my God, I did everything right. That's not fair. Like, yeah, life ain't fair, G. Life ain't fair. So you can do everything right and the market can still not be fair to you. Start slapping you around. You followed your plan, but I followed my plan to the T. Okay. And there's no guarantees here. All right. This ain't your mommy's house. This ain't your job.
Yep.
All right. This is the jungle, brother. This is the jungle.
See, I lost some money on this trade, but I could still be happy because I did my job. That's it, and that's what I get paid for, doing that job.
Same.
Playing, you know.
I've been watching all these Animal Planet documentaries and watching these lions, man. These guys had a good one. They had a buffalo. They thought they had it. They did everything right. Everything they needed to do. The whole setup was there and everything. And you know what? They played with the buffalo for a while, but the buffalo got away. So they did everything right. They did everything they did, but they weren't able to eat. They weren't able to eat. They had to try again because the jungle doesn't care. The jungle's not fair, right? You either hunt and you get it, or you starve until you can make an attempt at another one. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
Fire.
In the trenches, baby. JDZ TV. What's poppin', brother? Great to see you, man. What's up, James? Good morning, brother. How are you? Are there any prop firms with static drawdown? You talking about like what do you mean static? I think it's like end of the day or daily drawdown.
Static. I think. Yeah, I don't think there is any future prop firms with static drawdown.
No, right?
But once you lock your trailing drawdown, then it's static.
So once
static meaning it doesn't trail with you. It's just a draw. It's just that's your drawdown.
Yeah, I think that's more of like a forex. Like you probably got that on a lot of forex prop firms over futures.
Yeah, definitely.
Haunt or be haunted, baby. The buffalo is an alligator. This buffalo is a G. This Buffalo was real. He got scratched up though. He took a beating, but he survived. But guess what happened next? They found another animal moving around, and that animal fell into their trap. And you know what? It wasn't too long after that lost buffalo that they were feasting. So. My birthday was great, brother. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it was phenomenal. Really, really good. It was so good, I forgot it ended. I forgot it ended. Fairly new here. Thanks for the knowledge. Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, welcome in. If you have any questions, if there's anything that I can do for you or any of us, just let us know. The chat's open, and if you're new to the system, you'll definitely have questions, and you know it's okay to ask them and you know get some answers so you can move forward. Are fundamentals involved? Yeah, fundamentals are involved in trading. Some traders use them more than others. I don't use fundamentals too much. I understand like the foundation or the basics, but I don't really dive too deep into it or base my trading too much around fundamentals. It's mainly price action, candlesticks, ranges, you know, correlating time frames, things like that. Favorite UFC fighter? I don't really have one. Yeah. That's right. Losing's part of the game. Accepting the loss. Yeah, it's all the right things. Yeah. Let's go mega trades in the TT inner circle. Let's go with the new badge. All right. I like seeing those new badges out here. Yeah, I like this. Let's go mega trades. Let's get a mega trade here for my man Mega Trades. Can we get a mega trade? If Trump was trading, he'd be called MAGA Trades. MAGA, make trading great again. Yo, I like that. I like that. That looks good. Mega Trades, you just holler, man. Anything you need, you let me know. If I see that little emblem in there, I got you. I got you. You're your top priority. What up, Green? What would be a good indicator to get back in? Okay. So you got a closure coming up here in a minute or so, right? So a good indicator to get back in is going to be a nice, strong, bullish closure. You know, something like this would be perfect. And then you got to wait for that lower wick now, right? Because that lower wick can come all the way down and, you know, before pushing back up there. So I'd wait for a good 30-minute closure here. You got the closures coming up in 30 seconds. If you close doji, that's not going to work. You know what I mean? That's not going to be an opportunity for a new trade. If you close right around my break even or higher, I think that that's going to be a good solid candle. And, you know, you'll be able to wait for that lower wick and take the buys off that. But don't take it if it's doji. Don't take it if it's doji. All right, so for me and my trade, my management is anything above 93, I remain in, right? So I'm going to remain in this trade. We got a candle closing in our direction, which is nice, right? Off the 30-minute, we have 9:30 coming up. I mean, again, we can easily get stopped out here, but my management plan is anything closing back above 93 is still good for me to stay involved in this trade. So I'm going to stick in here and see if we can get a lower wick and start breaking the highs. And if we can fill the wick and break that 1 hour high, that's where this should get exciting. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I might move my stop like another 5 or 6 pips just in case we run like a weird pack runner or something like that. And that's it. Just hanging tight here. Same partials. Somewhere back up at 47.08. That'll be roughly about 111 pips, and then if we can get, you know, up into that wick fill at 27, I think that's where I'll probably start looking for full TP and stuff. Let's go. Mega trades. I like it. Green. It's green. Green. How come you're not? Oh, green's a mod. So green's blue.
Yeah, a bit doji here.
Yeah, a little bit of a doji.
Yeah,
So
I like
tough for a second entry here.
Definitely.
If you're already
I
in,
would
it's
not-
one thing,
I would not
but
really.
you know.
Yep, I'm not.
No, I'm definitely not getting in again.
All right, let's see. You can re-enter, but just understand that that candle, you know, didn't close the best, right? Kind of closed more of a doji. Could we move up? Have we rejected? Did we close above? Did we close bullish? Yeah, all that stuff is definitely there. But you know, to get into a new entry off of that candle is going to be a little tough. See the way the 15 closed. Yeah, 15, like a lot of just tough for a new entry. But we should smoke these highs and start pushing up here. Okay. All right, there goes that 1 hour high, maybe almost. What's up, Roberto? Good to see you, man. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Yes, I love this. Keep in mind your brain is still in fight or flight mode. Yup. So rational thinking might not be in. So you know you take a buy off that doji, or you know it's not necessarily a good playbook entry there, right? If we're still in, we're still in, right? We're following our management plan about staying in on anything above 93, but to take that new trade is a little tough, there.
Yeah, re-entry is crap.
Yeah. Yeah, re-entry is not good. Boom, 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 boom. 1 hour closures better. Yeah, you could wait for the 1 hour closure as well. Yeah. Yeah, 1 hour support would be very nice here. Really want to see that 1 hour high break. Really need that 1 hour high to get broke there.
Goldie, Goldie, Goldie.
Professional revenge trade yet. Yeah, or you could professionally revenge trade. One hour high is better. Yeah, for entry. Yeah, it could be. Yep. All right, there's my partials. So I will move stops to break even. Close 80%. I'm going to close a little bit more here. Where is this? Sell. Let's close another Close another 2 contracts. Right here, just so I can clip 80, and yeah, that's it. That's the trade. So if we can keep running up to 47.28, that'd be great. And if not, you know, I'm break even now. No more risk on the table, and lovely position, gang. Lovely. Yeah, I guess we could probably look for full TP up here. Maybe a little shy of that, but that's it. That's the move. So good work. If you held, if you had your stops where they should have been, or wherever mine were, you know, great job. If you guys had different management plans, awesome. But you know, hopefully you can maybe learn just a thing or two about my management plan, my composure, right, my emotional state of being, and everything, you know, that this came with this trade here. What made you choose that 15-minute for partials? I look over here and I see this chop, so I want to make sure I'm securing some partials and moving my stops to break even as we enter this little previous consolidation range here. Yeah, this little zone here. So basically anywhere in this box is good for partials. I kind of looked at this one here and that was it. Nice. Yeah, nice job. W. If you guys took the trade. Put a W in the chat. I hope you stayed in. If you didn't, I get it. But yeah, that management, another one on point there. Yeah, if your stops were hit, then you know, ask me some questions. You gotta ask them questions.
But it's really not bad though. Like if you had previous candle stops, like they got stopped. Like
Nothing's bad.
That's what the system's meant
Nothing's
to do.
good or bad. It just is. So yeah, if you got stopped there, I think what was that, like right here, right?
Previous candle stop.
What was that, like 88?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, most of you guys aren't really sample sizing what I am right now anyway, right? Like with the bigger stops, like, so that's, you know, that's just, again, more of me testing out the idea of understanding direction, paying attention to ranges. You heard me the whole time, you know, this trade, last trade, like all the trades really, like anything closing above 63 was my number, right? Anything that stayed above there was good to go. You know, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, of course, you're going to get wicks and all that stuff. That's going to happen when you're trading gold. You know, that's just one thing I learned too over the years now is while you're trading gold, it's not as cookie cutter sometimes as you would like it to be, right? As it's always drawn out to be. Sometimes you're going to have those wicks that come in and play that game. So really paying attention to the ranges for management has I think skilled us up a little bit more. These two ranges right here played a major role. You know, we knew we'd get some rejections out of them. We didn't know if it would break or if it would continue to reject, but as long as price continued to remain, it didn't even matter if it was bullish, right? Just remain above this 63 zone. I think it was good to go. Yeah, look at partials too. Just perfect area to take partials. Now we see gold struggling here a little bit. Again, everything is price action, right? Like if you can understand concepts of candlesticks and price action and ranges, you will find yourself in a lot of good trades, managing them really well, and you know, seeing these things happen over and over. Next best trade, 1 hour 1 hour onion. Yeah, 1 hour support being formed, and that's your next best trade. Would have loved to see that 30 close a little bit better, just a little bit better. Uh-oh, what's going on here?
Let's get it, John. What's up?
All right, there we go.
Yo,
My bad. Can you guys hear me?
it's poppin'.
What's up?
What up?
Great composure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got to. Like you said earlier, you know, you put the trade on, you accept the loss, and now you just trade. Right? You take the trade, you accept it. Win or lose, you know it's part of probability. This is just one trade. You know, you notice how I'm not jumping up and down and so excited, because at the end of the day, it's just another trade that adds up into the cumulative total. You know, so it's not the trade that's gonna, you know, make me, you know, this or that, or, you know, same thing with the loss. That's why I never cry and pout and dwell on the loss, because that loss is never gonna break me or, you know, have much to do with my yearly P&L. You know, it's just another little loss along the way. And you know, if you can treat trading like that and stay in that stable mode day in and day out, you're going to start doing well. You know, you're going to start doing well. Re-entered at 9:30. Yeah, not a bad idea. You know, you had a high, right? The support wasn't the greatest. I don't know if I would have got in off of that support. I do know that, you know, we remained above. We closed in the bullish direction, which was awesome, right? But just following playbook, I don't think I would have re-entered there. Or entered if I wasn't in a trade. Same management on my live account. Yep, same thing on everything. Yeah, the only difference is I closed full on my live when I closed 80% there. But yeah, everything remains the same. Live account, funded account, combine account, $2 from passing from my account, $2 from failing my account, $1 from a payout, right? Everything would just stay the same there. Well, maybe not that, right? $1 from a payout would have been, close that real quick. But yeah, you know what I mean. It doesn't matter what account it is, how much money's in it. Is it a combine? Is it an XFA? Is it my own cash? Is it 50K? Is it 100K? Is it 2K, right? Like none of it matters. You know, the only thing that matters is the position size, right? And making sure that you're putting on the size according to the account that you have. Other than that, management, all that has to stay the same. Screenshot this entry. This is what we call structure entry on both sides. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good little screenshot the 15 so you can understand like how playing the ranges kept me involved in this trade. And I want you guys, if you guys remember, what was the reason that I began to widen the stops? Does anyone remember even the reason why I did this and started experimenting? The reason is because I was tired of using a previous or current candle stop, getting wicked out, only to watch price continue going in my direction. Right, and I knew that I would look at my losses. I looked at most of my losses, and I realized that, okay, we were right about direction here. We just got wicked out, or price just kind of hit us at a bad spot with a bad push, and then a candle or two later, we were back into profits, or would have been back into profits. So, and I would examine it, and I said, well, look at that. Well, they all stayed above the range. They all closed above here. Although they threw wicks, they still remained above, right? Even this candle right here, the one before our entry, right? This one came all the way down, broke the low, looked like it was going to close bearish, and popped up, right? Popped up in the last minute and closed above, right? So now when this candle opens up after getting a lower wick, I've got 1, 2, 3 bullish candles, all closing above this level here, aka running a fake out. You already have a bit of a rejection here to the downside as well, right? So I'm thinking, okay, we are good to go. Now, again, with my theory in mind is I don't want to keep my stops here, right? This is where I've been keeping my stops, and this is what I got mad at, right? Which is why I started experimenting with the ideas of bringing stops back up. So in this case, I don't want to keep my stops here. Originally they were down below support, right? And then what I did was I looked and I said, is there anything other than maybe this 15-minute support that I can use to have a stop loss? So this is where I went right down to that 5-minute. I went down to the 5 here, and I just looked at that wick right there, right? And I was like, all right, let's put it below there, put it below the wick. Price came about a pip or two from the stop loss and then just pushed right back up. Just pushed right back up. Next candle, and then this candle, boom. So the next candle on the 15 closed above the range. Right? So gold can throw these wicks, and it's known to throw these wicks, right? So this is where you want to try and protect yourself, especially pre-volume, right? Like before you got that, if you're entering trades in right before the volume comes in, this is where you're prone to get those wicks, right? That come in and stop buyers and sellers out before direction is established. So yeah, so almost got us. Stops were a little lower, but ultimately came up, closed bullish above 63. And the way I see it is this never even happened, right? All I see is closure above 63. So I'm not panicking, right? How many of you guys, this candle opened up, it went into profit, you closed it immediately? That's the difference between you and I, right? That's why I'll continue to get, probably better results, and, you won't be able to catch up to me, right? Because of the emotions that you have in drawdown, that once you kind of went back into profit, you got scared and frightened and immediately seen the green again, that green line flash, and boom, you cut your trade there. I used to do that. And you know what? When I used to do that, I also used to complain about my losing trades, wiping out 2 or 3 days of my winning trades. Right? So, solution. Don't do a thing. Keep your management the way it is. As long as price closing above range, don't let emotions from price moving around down here affect you when price starts coming back up to your destination. You see, I clearly believed in 47.08, right? Because you notice how I really know my price action well, right? Because look what happened at 47.08, right? You just stop there. So I understood if we can break through those highs, we're going to run to 47.08. And then from there, you know, who knows what we'll do. So we'll close 80. We'll move stops to break even, and then we'll cross our fingers and hope for the best on our runner. But if we don't get our runner, who cares, right? We already got 80% of our position secured. We already made some money, and now we just let the trade run. So it's strictly just following your plan, and, you know, don't let emotions get in the middle of it. Like AKA you know, don't get in the middle of, you know, your trade and your system. So that was it. You know, next candle came down. It pushed up first, right? Again, didn't get excited. What did I say when we were up here? I said, yeah, we'll probably go back into drawdown. Like, who's saying that? Wait, who even wants to say that? Right? It doesn't matter though. You know, I need that wick. I need to go back into drawdown in a way to feel more confident about us getting to 47.08. So you see where somebody else like, no, please, no drawdown. I'm thinking we need to go back down and make that lower wick. Otherwise, we might catch some nasty rejection at some point at 9:30, and I don't want that to happen, right? So I'm like, all right, we'll probably go back into drawdown here, which we do. We come up, and where do we close? Where do we close? Back above 93, right? And now it's 9:30, and now you got a 30-minute onion, right? Not the greatest, but you got a 30-minute candle closing in your direction, and it's closing above the range there. So, you know, another trip back down into drawdown, right, is okay. And then boom, right? Once we broke the highs, we fired up, and, you know, now we're still seeing if we can push through this 47.08 area. So I think we could do it. We got a new candle. We got a new low. If we break the highs, we should get another push back into, like, you know, one of these levels up here. Clip it. I hope y'all understand that. I hope you get it. What of those that got scared and closed full the wick fill? How do you manage the emotions? You do everything we've been teaching you. Every little mindset, little mental talk, and when some of you guys turn us off, they go, oh, they're talking about the mind again. They're talking about emotions again, right? Let me get back to my World of Warcraft game. You got to keep us on. You got to keep the volume up. We tell you every day. You know, everything that we talk about outside of technicals that you don't think matters more than you know, right? So when we have these funny talks and we're talking about the mind and we're talking about emotions and we're talking about states of being, you guys think we're just cuckoo. But we're really not, right? We're really using that to be composed, to handle pressure properly, right? To become the best version of ourselves, to be in the best state of being, so that way we can really, you know, make money, right, in this game. So it's a funny joke, but in hindsight, it's what really makes the difference. All right, we should make our way up. I think I grab another partial at like 47.19 if we can get there. 47.19 even, which we should be able to get there now. yeah, that's true. Who's taking over? Yo, someone was taking over the stream. Say, yo, let me step out the way.
Stream attack.
Yeah, Lucas, the stops are, you know, again, I know you guys think I'm cuckoo crazy, but every day in my self-talk, I say, my name is Nick Stewart. Only great things happen to me. I get in at the right time. I get out at the right time. I keep my stop losses in the right places. I keep my TPs in the right places. Other than that, brother, I can't explain it. I really can't. I looked down. I went to the 5. I picked a random low here. I said, all right, you know what? That'll be my last hope. That'll be my last chance. And the universe worked itself out for me, didn't it? Other than that, I can't explain it, bro. And it's crazy because it happens over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So you would think I'm onto something, wouldn't you? Like, you would think there was something solid there. But It's really not. It's just, again, looking at price action, going based off of what I know, right? And then really I just decided to keep it a little bit below that low because I felt like this 5 minute, if it was going to drive down anywhere, it would tap support, right? So I didn't want to keep my stop at support because that's happened to me many times and I got stopped out and then price went back in my favor. So I was like, let me keep it a little bit below support, right? That's typically what you guys see me do, or pick a wick or something over here and, you know, keep it above or below. So yeah, that was it. Just going down. We really had nothing else to look at on the 15, right? The only other option on the 15 was below here. And I didn't really want that, right? That was too much. I didn't want to risk that much. Other than that, 30 low was down here. You had nothing over here. So I had to consult with a little bit of a lower time frame and found that support level there and chose to use it. Let's go, J Coop. Let's go.
Hey, Coop. W, man.
Do I ever cut a trade when it comes back up from drawdown at break even? Yeah, I do sometimes. Yeah, like had this candle close bearish or like super duper doji where you clearly didn't close bullish, I would have probably, when price wicked up, I might have got out of that trade just because everything was wicking out there. Or if it closed bearish, maybe on the top wick, that would have been a little bit of a management plan. But that candle would have had to close below 63. Although otherwise, I got to follow my rule, and my rule on the way in this trade was anything. My entry was based off the closures above 63. Therefore, my management will remain off closures above 63 and stay bullish, right? Because think about it, before I was emotional, before I was in drawdown, before I got into a trade, I looked at that level and I said, man, if price can stay above that level, we should fill the range here today. And I just didn't leave that mindset. So when I went into drawdown and all that stuff, that thought never left my mind that, hey, if we stay above 63, price could fill that range today, right? It just never left my mind there. So yeah, that was it. Just managing based off of this logical range and not my emotions while I'm in drawdown. Drawdown, baby. I'm getting y'all used to drawdown. It's about time. It's about time. The amount of time that we've spent in drawdown over the past couple years is so minuscule, it's not even funny. We need some drawdown. We need some drawdown time. We got very just spoiled, right? I'd say with price action and us going into, you know, straight into profit. I'm going to take another partial right there, gang, too. So locking in another one here at 18. And now we have 2 contracts remaining. We'll take another one if we can get up into this wick fill. And then we'll take full somewhere up top there. And this is the benefit of following your plan, right? Is you get to participate in some trades like this where you're like, ooh, let me take another. Let me take another. You know what? Let me do something like this too. Right? Like, let me just, just push that stop into profit, right? Because you followed your plan and didn't quake and draw down. And, you know, you can just operate like the trader that you want to be. Am I leaving minor partials? Yes, I am. Yes, I closed another there. So, closed another here. I'm going to just put up. And then I'll close another one at 27 too if we have to. Or if we get there. Drawdown, good for the soul, man. Yeah, it's good. Drawdown 101. I seen y'all too talking about, you know, you suck and this trade's gonna be a loss. You guys are funny.
Like that every time.
Another loss. I don't think you remember the last trade. It didn't even lose. You're quaking and drawdown. Can't be quaking.
No.
I took a screenshot of your name. I got all the screenshots going. You're out full, J Coop? Nice. Let's go. Yeah, another great area for partials there, right at that wick. Will this trade count as a win or a loss? Let me think. Let me think. Fully out, made 1900 on that. Great job, man. W. Let's go. Is it part of my plan always to use the 5-minute? Yeah, I mean, I will do that from time to time. Anyone who's traded with me for a while, they know that I'll go down there from time to time just to see if I can find a stop loss, right? That might not be showing on the lower time frame. So every now and then, I'd say once every 20 trades, I'll probably do that. Why do they even log in? Hey, the funny part is they came back. They just come back. They just come and hang out. I love it. Hey, you guys are more than welcome. We never said the Quakers weren't welcome here. Always appreciate the insights. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, even if you don't trade this style, you know, the things that we talk about, you know, go towards handling drawdown and handling management. See, I think a lot of traders focus on, do they get the setup and the entry right? And they completely forget that, dude, there's a whole nother part of the game, right? Now you got to learn how to manage these trades, right? So it's one thing to see how to, or understand how to spot a trade. Now it's another thing on how to manage it while you're in it. Because you will go, you need to plan for drawdown, right? You need to plan for if price goes against you, and you need to plan for if price goes for you, right? So my plan today was if price goes in my favor, I close partials here, move stops to break even. I close another partials there and trail stops, right? And then I close another partial here and then full up there. That was my plan for if price moved in my favor. Right now, the plan for if price went against me was if we close below 63 or 93, then we gotta maybe look towards managing. If we close with like no bottom wick or something, we stay in and use this as an observation zone. But if we start closing strong below these ranges here, you know, we've got to potentially make a move, right? So I knew what I would do if I went in profits. I also knew what I would do if I went in drawdown. Right? Before the trade was ever put on. Some people here, they did not know, right? Therefore, their management sucked, right? It was horrible because they were quaking under the pressure. They were folding under the pressure of, oh, what should I do now? Or what do I do? So look, it's not that you don't know how to trade or that you're a bad trader or you can't do this. You can do it. You just need a plan coming in. You need a plan. You need a plan. By the way, we teach all this stuff in the clubhouse. So everything here, every concept that I talk about is in my course. I have it in the clubhouse. We exemplify this trading style in the clubhouse like all the time, session by session. And you can learn it all there. We have webinars on these concepts. I have a whole course on these concepts. Plus, we live stream it every single day. So we can, you know, look for opportunities to present this, exemplify this, and follow these plans. Clubhouse members, be honest with yourself. How much of the course have you really dove into? I think you can use it better. I think you can use it more. I think there's more value than you're using. Try and take advantage of it all. Let's see. XAU USD, best trader on YouTube. Yo, thank you, bro. Let's go. We made it. We made it, Johnny Gems.
Yes, sir.
I really wanted to get a W on my birthday yesterday, but wasn't able to make it happen, so I'm glad we got this one here today. Just made my first 40K profit. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Love it. 40K, that's life-changing money right there. Gonna hold this trade till Asian? Maybe. What did you guys learn? Was there anything that you guys learned from this trade today? Anything that you guys want to share? Maybe that you picked up. Maybe it was something that maybe you didn't like apply before, but you're probably gonna start applying it now. Is there any feedback on what you guys have. If you didn't get the result that you wanted out of this trade, what was it that maybe you picked up here that you can use for next time? Because we really want to make sure we're understanding what did I learn from this today, right? You don't want to just get in the habit of showing up here and making this mundane, right? It's like, what could I have done better? You know, that's one of the things that Raja taught me. He said, whenever you lose a trade or win it, you have to ask yourself, what could I have done better? You know, in this situation, was it because there's trades where you win that you could get much more profit from, right? There's trades where you lose where you can maybe lose less. So it's like, what could you have done, and what feedback could you use in terms of applying for that next applying that into that next trade? Got stopped in profit. I trailed too closely. Okay. Let's see. Stops below support, don't quake and drawdown. Yep. And have a plan. You know what I mean? Again, you might not be quaking. Like, we just use that term. And again, I never want to make fun of you. Like, I promise, I'm not trying to do that. But it's like, you're confused is what you really are, because you don't have a plan. And I don't want to see you confused in a trade, right? Like, when you're in a trade, you shouldn't be confused at all. Confusion leads to quaking, you know what I mean, in a way, because now you're like very unsettled and you don't really know what to do. So really just have a plan, right? Coming in and stand on that plan, right? Don't let anything sway you left or right, whether it's drawdown, whether it's, just candlesticks. Remember the push down? It was like, oh my God, that push was so violent. I could feel the emotions brewing on that first push that took us out of profit the first time. Like, don't let little things like that kind of spook you. You know what I mean? You notice when that happened, I just kept rolling with whatever I was saying. Like, yeah, who cares? Like, it's whatever, right? Like don't let those things kind of take your eye off the prize in a way. I got scared, went break even a little too quick. I need to manage my emotions better. Yep. And again, that's just all about having a plan and following it. Take a little. Smaller size was huge for me in this trade. Okay, great. I would have been out if I didn't have the risk management there. Yeah, lowering your size a lot of times is the answer to a lot of your questions. Because look, lowering your size, I would rather focus on lowering size, winning more trades, and building capital, right? Because now it doesn't matter. Because if I keep a lower size, but I increase my capital, guess who makes more money off every trade? We do, right? Because if, let's say we're only going to risk 3%, right? And you got $1,000, right? But you started winning trades, lowering your size, winning trades, and now all of a sudden your capital, because you've traded well, is at $5,000. So now you can still risk 3% per trade and make more money. You see how that works? So you don't need to have to try and force the risk on this $1,000 account. Just grow the $1,000 account, get it to 5K, use the same risk, and now you're making, more money with the same exact risk on the table, right? Where it doesn't mess you up mentally. You're still risking 3%. Only now, instead of 300, you're making whatever, right? 500, 600, whatever it is, right? So just keep that in mind too. Don't try and force it on your account. Grow your account, right? Be a trader, be a good trader, and grow your account, right? That's what good traders do. So yeah, work on that versus, working on trying to risk a whole bunch of money to make a big trade or something. Okay, closing there. With this closing, is there another opportunity? Yes, but after structure is formed, right? After you get structure formed on the 15-minute. Because you need a new support now, right, to take a buy. So I would say wait for that to happen, and then look, and maybe that will happen in the process of this 1 hour candle making a new lower wick. You'll get like 15-minute candles to come down, create support, and now you can buy somewhere down here on that 1 hour lower wick off that 15-minute support. But if it keeps running, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. No stops, so we or just use no stops. There you go. It's either, I win this trade or I blow my account. I mean, that's light. I want some guarantee. All right, what the heck? Let's take another contract off here. We're struggling. All right, we leave one contract in now, and that's pretty much it. That's the trade. I think we could probably experience a little bit of a pullback now here, especially on the 15-minute time frame. So let's put stops below the low there. And there we go. That's it. All right, let me peek over here at the clubhouse. Stop loss is a pip below. Yeah, sometimes there's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, it's fine. Quake, mismanaged, revenge traded. That's the problem. Like, it's not that you got stopped out, right? That paragraph, the first paragraph, all good. All good. Right? But it's the second one, right? That hurts you. So then I quaked, and I mismanaged, and I revenge traded. Everything in which I'm not supposed to do. You know what I mean? So that's where it's okay to take that one loss, right, that you took, but then to get like that saltiness, you know, after that, and then start taking those actions is where the trader like where the account gets all messed up. So with that being said, just leave out that part next time. It's okay to take the loss, right? It's okay to get hit by 1 pip. Trust me, that's happened to me many times in my career where I got stopped out by 1 pip and, you know, price kept moving. So that's going to happen. But what you can't do after is quake and mismanage and revenge trade and then kind of fall into that cycle. If you read the Forex Mindset by Jared Martinez, he talks about that process of emotional hijacking. So you begin to get hijacked by your emotions, and then you begin to make decisions that, you know, are no longer decisions that you should probably be making, right, in the market. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's okay. You know, you're new to this. You're going to make those mistakes, but the key is to listen to some of that feedback and work on that. You know, don't really let that happen too much again. Let's go. We got a heart rate. Do we have a heart rate monitor here by J Coop? Talk to us, brother.
Should have.
71 beats per minute. Yo, let's go. I gotta get that on. I gotta wear one of those. Hit stops by 3 pips. I know. I like the LOL at the end of that though. You know, if you can laugh about it and, you know, just suck it up and move on to the next trade. You know, that's basically the worst damage that can happen is you took a loss, right? By the way, you were prepared to lose, right? Weren't you? I was prepared to lose. I was prepared to lose this trade.
I was gonna say before, that's all that matters, right? As long as the trade was worth the loss, it's a good trade.
Yeah.
There's 2 ways to respond to a loss, either being undisciplined or disciplined. Undisciplined, you'll lose more money, the loss will become bigger, but with discipline, you'll make the loss back and actually get profit from it eventually.
I say it all the time. Like, what loss have we taken and not recovered? Which one?
Exactly, bro. We're statistically
Look at Magnus. He had to think about it. He looked up.
The edge is statistically reliable, you know.
Facts.
So the losses will statistically make them back. As long as you're being disciplined, though, and following the system.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. 100%.
If you're not disciplined and following a system, then you'll probably just always lose money trading, honestly. It's a tough game.
Would be cool to see it while trading. See what? I forgot what we were talking about. Managed pretty bad today. Took some partials too early. Trailed the stops too tight. Okay, well, guess what? It's a learning day for you. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Learning days are great days because learning days lead to better trading days. So it's okay. It really is. It's okay that you do it. It's just, it's not okay to keep doing it. And that goes with everything and anything in life, gang. Right? It's okay to make mistakes. It's not okay to keep making them all the time. So, you know, just work on it. Right? Work on it day by day. Day by day. Laptop closed. Done while dry. Hey, don't say W. Let's go. Great job, Rami. Whenever I take a trade, I exit. If the risk is 100, I only book 100 profit or more, but not less. Hold on. For example, if I risk 100, I only book 100 profit. That's fine. I'm a 1 hour trader. Yeah, I'm a 1 hour trader. So I really don't have like this trade's pretty good, I guess, you know, but I don't really have like a 2R, 3R. I a lot of times have a negative RR on individual trades, or sometimes like just a 1R. Yeah, so I don't think 1R is going to hold you back as long as you're taking good quality trades. Where it holds you back is like today, where if you come at a drawdown and then you close right here, when you know you're supposed to be closing here, that's going to mess you up. So anytime traders come to me and they say, Nick, I just don't know what to do. I'm trading the playbook, and one loss takes away 3 winners. I know that's not true. Like, I know that they're just managing the trades poorly. So that's typically what they're doing. They would have let that full stop loss get hit, but what they wouldn't do is let the full TP get hit, or at least the partials. So once they finally make it out of this drawdown, right? Like that buffalo finally broke the chains of the lions, right? Like once you finally make it and you see that green line again, something in your brain, right? Something in your brain goes, close that. We've finally got out of the drawdown. Like, let's get the hell out of here now, right? And you end up closing, versus just staying composed, trusting the trade, trusting the direction, and letting those areas get hit. So a lot of times if traders are complaining about, hey, you know, my losses, every time I take a loss, it wipes out three or four of my winners, that's probably what you're doing. Is you're getting back into profit and you're closing very early. You're not waiting for those parameters to be hit, and it's very important that you wait for those parameters to be hit. It's one thing if we got no wick, or, you know, if something happens like that where we close without a top wick, you know, then okay, you gotta make a decision and maybe skate out of that trade. But for everything to be perfectly fine and then going back into profit and kind of be a kind of like become a scaredy cat and just get out, that's going to hold you back. You know, it's going to hold you back. So try not to do that too much. That's also most likely your solution for one trade wiping out, you know, one loss wiping out 2-3 winners. That's likely your solution right there. So just work on it. Trust me. I've seen too many trades. I've reviewed too many trades. I've sat with too many traders. I just, at this point, it's been hundreds and thousands of trades, right, that I've reviewed, and hundreds of traders that I've spoken with, and I see the common things, and they're all the same things that I did, all the mistakes that I did in the beginning too. So I understand them, but you know, I try to coach you out of it and get you on your way. Well, damn, Goldie. Yeah, unfortunately, that 930 re-entry was a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, in that trade, I would have liked, if for any sort of new entry, like, I would have liked that candle to at least close like where my break even was, maybe a little bit stronger. How long you keep giving us these live trades? I have no plans on stopping, so we'll put it that way. What time do I start streaming? Around 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Eastern. Yeah. Usually go from like 8 to 11ish. Goldie full. Oh, what I get? I didn't realize I got hit on this wick down. All right. If I was still in, I'd close more right here. I'd close at least one more. But wow, phenomenal trade, man. Phenomenal trade. I think that's it. I think I'm done here. Yeah, I think we call it a day. Let me just see if there's any good questions or anything like that. But that is it, man. That's what we came to look for. We came, we saw, we conquered, eh? Yeah, that'll do it for the day. A little 1,300 times 5. We'll take that. A little over 5,000 today. Over 5,000 on the live account. So once again, just another day of me just hitting a goal that I set out, and you guys watch me set out, which is, you know, these 10K days. These 10K days. So mission accomplished, my friends. Does anyone have any questions? My mission is fulfilled here. Anyone have any questions before I head out? Or are we Gucci? We Gucci? All right, man, if you learned something or if you took a W on that trade, spam some W's, spam some 8s in the chat on the way out of here. Magnus, always great to see you, brother.
Yes, sir. Always great to see you, man.
Johnny Gems, I don't know where you are, but I'll see you on the golf course.
Be gone.
All right,
yes,
chat.
Sir. Have a great day, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Love y'all. Hopefully this stream helped today. If it did, if you learned anything, spam a little W in the chat, and let's get out of here, all right? Love y'all. Be safe. Don't over-risk. Don't over-trade. And I'll see you guys on tomorrow's stream, all right? Adios, amigos. Later, guys.
Tomorrow. See ya.
Peace out, Magnus.
Peace.
W's on the way out, boys. I'll see y'all. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon.
Hey.
And I'll see y'all in Asia.
Yeah, let's go. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be counting me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the 4 of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really one for fumbling. Made a couple ends, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be counting me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just now wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Kosho. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision, but keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it, and don't get caught up in the talking and the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be counting me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
Bro, who is this dude, man? Who the heck is this Connor Price dude, man?
Yeah, got it from the top, don't know how to stop. Foot is only on the gas. Why'd he have to drop? He already dropped, everybody getting laughed. He been doing it, they just cluing in. Go ahead and check the stats. Yeah, numbers going, it's a fact. Yeah, go ahead and check the stats. Yeah, I found a glitch in the code. Exploit that, now glistening gold. Spit blueprints like I listen to Hove. And the flow got a hiss like it's hitting the stove. Damn, kid's kinda cold. 1-man ship, so I sink with the boat if it goes. But we all know that it won't. Don't ride waves, just go with the flow. I don't need a gimmick, I don't need a trend. I don't need your little cosign. Still I went and did it, everybody listen. Did it all in like no time. Look, This is not up for debate. Nah, I know that they love to hate. Yeah, feeling like they doing something, but they never moving, they running in place. If I make a hit, then I'm gunning for first like I'm running the bases. Stuck in the matrix, I know that I had to break it. I see the code every time at the basics. I gave them back to back to back. 3 tracks, 3 days, and it's a vacation. I play the cards I was dealt. Lucky for me, it's a couple of aces. Soon as that pandemic hit, I saw my opening, I went and chased it. You did not take it, that's opportunity wasted. Masks are off, now you gotta face it. Got it from the top, don't know how to stop. Foot is only on the gas. Why'd he have to drop? He already dropped, everybody getting laughed. He been doing it, they just cluing in. Go ahead and check the stats, yeah. Numbers going, it's a fact, yeah. Go ahead and check the stats on it. No brakes, just gas on it. Get ideas and I act on it. Overthinking was a bad habit. I should probably teach a class on it. Wax on, wax off it. Trust the process, that's honestly the reason why I changed tax brackets this year. I did everything I want, like what's after next. It don't matter what it costs, I'll cut out the check. Even if I take a loss, I'll come back the best. I'ma hit him with a bomb like Funk Master Flex. Everybody wanna talk, no one wanna put in the hard work. You want a shortcut, get a buzz cut, buddy. 15 minutes up, tough luck, buddy. Come on, look at how they roughed up Cuddy. You got the nerve to think that your verse should get heard? Huh, don't be stuck up, buddy. Go to work and don't rush that study. Know your worth before you touch that money. Look, I need to shout out Brianna and Nick. I was thinking about abandoning ship. I had the candle and wick. They lit the flame, my family lit. Whew, yeah, got it from the top, don't know how to stop. Foot is only on the gas. Why'd he have to drop? He already dropped, everybody getting laughed. He been doing it, they just cluing in. Go ahead and check the stats, yeah. Numbers going, it's a fact, yeah. Go ahead and check the
Like, bro, this man right here, bro, he the problem.
Whoa. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Dad said don't hold back, go get that, don't hesitate. Mom said just step back and slow it down, go meditate. Told myself stay humble, don't say it all with your chest out. But my girl keeps on telling me that I'm the best out. Lot of plates I keep spinning, can't stop. Lot of stakes rise, I keep winning. Blindfolded, find a way, wave high and just keep grinning. No time for the minor things, do a lot of things. When you write the bio, please don't forget you better hyphenate that. Look, pure town and no payola. Take over like Jehovah. Hit the notch, that's race over. Brakes broken, I ain't slowing. Outshining, no change showing. 4 clubs, I ain't folding. Beating me, you got a better chance of getting Drake listening to Daytona. 2C slide in the DMs, we started off on the right foot. What a time to be alive, been seeing my future, my life good. Couldn't duplicate what I'm doing even if you took my rhyme book. My mind took me all the way, straight line moving like my rook. I'm playing chess and I do not check on my mates, cause I don't have time for no friends. I know it's bad, but all my priorities shifted when I saw what I had on hand. I got a window that's not gonna be open forever, so I gotta take what I can. I cannot be shaking hands, I guess we'll see who's around at the end. People say I lack empathy, but I don't care how they feel. Don't hit me up on some let's work fam, I'm trying to build. Corny Cox in the video, everybody thought that I signed a deal. Did that with no manager, let alone a label. I'm behind the wheel, I got one hand up on the steering wheel, other hand up on the rear view. Cause on one hand I need tunnel vision, other hand I need a clear view of my peer group when I pass them up. Don't go try testing me, W's I stack them up like the logo for the wrestling. Wait, I can make a whole album without ever leaving my bedroom. Microphone with an interface and a MacBook I let loose. Never let nobody hold me up, I do the hard work. If the artists wanna take too long, I know Photoshop, I'll do the artwork. Big on myself, yeah, shout out to Russ, I did it myself. Heaven on earth, giving them hell, keeping it light, tipping the scale. Been making noise like ringing the bell. They know the time, I'm ringing the bell. Name getting round, it's ringing the bell. I'm ending the round, I'm bringing the boiling hot, 100 degrees. Just keep it moving, there's nothing to see. Rolling the dice, told them the price. They waited a week, so I doubled the fee. Close to my goal like a puck in the crease. Ownership, baby, no nothing is lease. Talk all you want, it means nothing to me. They throwing me shade, I'm loving the breeze. Ooh, you on the way out, I'm on the way in. I'm at the fight, you at the weigh-in. All of my family really gon' make it, that's word of the weigh-ins. Mission complete, I don't fold till I get it. Patient with time and I know when I'm ready. Still got a way to go hold the confetti. You know what they say about slowing and steady, but Dad said don't hold back, go get that, don't hesitate. Mom said just step back and slow it down, go meditate. Told myself stay humble, don't say it all with your chest out. But my girl keeps on telling me that I'm the best out.